What becomes of the broken hearted who had a sweet love that's now departed?
Starting off my day with a blunt of perp. And I am leaving this cold ass fucking tundra of a city to go back to Los Angeles where it is always warm. And right now though, I'm in the whip to not only consume marijuana wrapped in a backwoods cigar wrap, but also to go to the store and buy a bottle of water and coffee for Lena and I. So herein begins the vlog. This is probably the weirdest I've ever talked in a vlog. How to leave a hotel room with Adam 22. Do I have some shit on my face, right? Is there like a black spot right here?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't. Weird. All right, so it's breakfast time, and ironically, where is it? We're going to a place called Molly's Cafe. Molly Brown's Country Cafe. Maybe I should put my backpack in the trunk because because it has all my belongings in it, and because there's a lot of fucking scumbags around here, a lot of weird crackheads and shit. Comment about today. Starting off 2017 with the chicken fried steak, doing it right. What'd you get?
Fruit and a avocado, bacon, and cheese omelet.
Very nice.
Pretty excited about this.
When they ask you what kind of toast you want, say garlic bread. Life hack. Molly's was good. Had a good time at Molly's, and now we're headed back to LA. It's an hour and 40-minute drive, and we are going to be listening to the new Weeknd album, which is not really that new, and it's kind of shameful that I'm listening to it this late after its release because I am a fan. But yeah, I'll report back to you on that, I guess. Does anyone care about that, you think?
I don't know. I didn't know you liked the Weeknd, so I just learned something new about you.
I am a very, very emotional guy. Look at what we're driving into right now. This is fucking crazy looking, and it feels like it's the end of the world, but I'm reasonably sure that it's not. All right, so it's been a few days straight with this little Twinkie. But we out.
Jigglypuff,
Twinkie.
My goal is for you to like call me a snack food that's actually skinny in 2017.
Pretzel sticks.
Yeah, I want to be called lollipop or pretzel
Tiger's legs. Anyway.
Bye. Bye vlog.
Okay, I'm back home here in my humble abode, and I just got off the phone with our man Xxx, and he is saying that he's going to be out on the 19th. The 19th, so like 18 days until he's apparently going to be out, and he claims that it's so real that he's going to be in LA by the 22nd. So that's fucking awesome. That's crazy. And when I was talking to him on the phone, I just kind of like casually mentioned it because, like, I mean, he's a dude who has been so down from me since day one, since like the very, very beginning of his career. He always has just like hit me up on a level of like such respect, especially after we did the interview. I just started listening to his music like crazy, and I'm such a big fan. And I just kind of was like, dude, like, you should let me manage you. And he was just like, bro, that would be like perfect. Like, he spazzed when I said that I wanted to manage him. Like, he was so happy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is like, I've always said that I would never manage a rapper because I just feel like with my position in the podcast, it's like I'm so busy doing the podcast and the vlogs and stuff that I've never really felt like I wanted to take on that. But with him, it's kind of like, dude, I really can't even put into words how crazy his like career trajectory has been, because he was popular when he got locked up, but he just gotten so much crazier since then. Like, if you were to look at the analytics for his interview, it got like the initial spike of views, and then it has just thundered. Like, it's just gained so much momentum since then. He has a real serious like cult-like following. When I was just out there in Orlando, like, his songs were coming on and people were moshing and fucking going crazy as if he was there performing them live. And I'm very, very confident that he could be much bigger. I think that honestly, he could be a fucking superstar, to be totally honest. I have a huge amount of faith in him. I think that not only could he like continue to have this cult following, but I feel like he could just get pretty big if he puts himself into the right situation. And like, his blow up since he's been in jail is even more astonishing when you think he hasn't even put out a music video, not to mention not being able to put out new music everything. Like, it's just really extraordinary. And I feel like I've kind of been struck by the feeling that I'm like witnessing something somewhat extraordinary, like just kind of witnessing his career and everything so far. Like, I could just tell that there's this like seed of insane potential that's just ready to go. I have to do this. Like, there's no way that I couldn't do this, because I just feel like it's almost like it's already happened with him. Like, he just needs to put more stuff out. He needs to be in that element. While we were talking about it, at one point, he just goes, bro, we are going to make a lot of fucking money together. And I'm just like, whoa, that is a really fucking good point. Because at that point, I had just been thinking about it more from like a fan perspective of like being able to help him just put more shit out and put it out the right way and stuff like that. And then as soon as I started thinking about it from a business perspective too, I was just like, God damn, that is fucking crazy. That's a very, very, very good point. Anyway, he says he's down to headline this No Jumper tour in March. So assuming he's out, that's happening. And I don't know, I'm just super fucking excited. And I want to just like help him to basically get his shit set up so that he can be touring all the time, working with a lot of dope producers and shit. He's got crazy stuff coming that, like, I mean, my other main thing in terms of why I felt kind of suspect about being a manager is I just don't feel like I have the industry connections. I guess a lot of people know me through this shit, but I just have never really felt like I, know enough about that game. But I guess you got to learn at some point, and in this situation, it seems like it would probably be the best way to go about that. So I don't know. I'm very, very excited, and we have stuff coming out together. Oh, and the most important thing for you guys to know is that he has merch coming out today. Right as you're seeing this video, it's going to be available. So I'm going to hopefully get the URL that it'll be available from, and that's in the description and also hopefully on the screen. He wants to sell that stuff. He's obviously dealing with all kinds of financial issues and everything, just in terms of him being locked up. He hasn't been able to make any money, and he's just dealing with bullshit. So yeah, and I mean, other big plans obviously is like when he comes to LA, I want to just do like a huge fucking blowout show. So I'm probably gonna start working on that right now and just make sure we can just do a huge event. I'm actually gonna go text Adam from Him and Everything right now and say, hey, let's do a party. So that's that. The man's about to be out, a lot more music. I just want to keep him out of trouble. And I know, obviously, a big thing that people are saying is like, oh, your life's going to become a fucking roller coaster. And yeah, maybe that's true. Definitely, got a history of some somewhat erratic behavior. But at the end of the day, if somebody is a really fucking talented artist, a lot of times you have to deal with that shit. And coming from my perspective, I feel like he has a huge amount of respect for me. So I feel like hopefully us working together can help maybe settle some of those demons that have been known to erupt. I've been telling y'all, do not play with me. When it comes to this Uber Eats shit, dude, I snapped. I got a big bowl. I didn't even know what the fuck this was when I ordered it. It just sounded good and it had shrimp in it. The diet can wait till tomorrow. Okay, I'm just sitting here chilling in bed about to wrap up today's vlog, but I found something pretty funny on YouTube. It's a super drunk high freestyle that I did like 6 or 7 years ago in my friend's car, and then he chopped and screwed it and like just made it this stupid little file. He like redid the production stuff, and I've done almost no rapping in my life. Almost no rapping, just usually inside my head, maybe in the car. But this is one of the very, very few instances of me rapping that exists online. And this is completely freestyle off the top of my head. And I also want to say that Greg Henry, as far as I know, does not actually rape girls. I said she smelled like a fart, and I want to take that back because there's no reason for me to have said that. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. I love y'all.
This is the Foo exclusive.
I'm about to go in.
When.
Sit all day on the come up. Looks at the fucking come up. If I see you chick, I'ma run up with my gun up, stick it up her butt, and then send it to the come up. Greg Handy sells drugs in the park. Greg Handy rapes girls in the park. Greg Handy fucked a girl that was dark, met her at Shakespeare's and she smelled like a fart. Word around town, Chris, he's really sweaty. Word around town, Chris Long is a veggie. Meaning he's a female skateboarder chick, and he's got a lip ring and a tiny ass dick. Sit all day on the come up. Even looks at the fucking come up. If I see a chick, I'ma run up with my gun up, stick it up her butt, then send it to the come up.
If you don't hear the holler, you know it's not a Foo exclusive.